Grade 2, 2 mile 1.5 furlongs, and Fairalong is 5-4. 3-1 about Sancerre. He's got a really good record first time out. 5-1 Pablo de Charmil. 8-1 Hasty Prince. 9-1 Royal Shakespeare. Press
for the William Hill Gold Cup. Pablo de Charmil, Fairalong and Sancerre are the first three to jump away, with Royal Shakespeare and Hasty Prince at a reasonable pace. Pablo de Charmil leads them over the first, puts in a big jump as well. From Fairalong in second, Sancerre, Royal Shakespeare. And out in front, Pablo de Charmil is going to make this a reasonable test. He's been handed about a 4 to 5 length lead. At this stage, Fairalong is more than happy just to lead the chasing group. In second, as Pablo de Charmil just pauses slightly on this run towards the three fences down the side of the course. Over in third place will be Sancerre on the outside. This stage of Hasty Prince and Royal Shakespeare will to be towards the inner as they take fence number 2. All over that safely. Still being led by Pablo de Charmil. Next couple come up pretty quickly. Plain, then open ditch. Pablo de Charmil. A little bit low there, but they're all over safely. Sancerre just jumped marginally out to the left towards the outer of the field as they approach the open ditch, which will mark the conclusion of the jumping on this part of the course. Pablo de Charmil, ridden more aggressively into that, responds with a good leap from Fairalong. Royal Shakespeare is now a clear third ahead of Hasty Prince and Sancerre, who's just the first one to take a while to warm to his task, jumped out to the left at the third and is currently last of the 5, but still well in touch as they turn at the far end. Pablo de Charmil, his lead reduced by Fairalong. Fairalong's advantage over the other 3, however, has increased. It's now 5 lengths back to Royal Shakespeare, Sancerre and Hasty Prince, and that trio just begin to group up again for third place as they race downhill and continue what is quite a long run before they reach fence number 5. Pablo de Charmil with Fairalong, who's continued to close to within a length, and now the chasing trio are only 3 lengths away. Sancerre, Hasty Prince and Royal Shakespeare. So the card's really yet to be played. No serious errors over the first 4 as they reach the dip and now begin to climb towards the first of the line of 4 fences that will conclude with the open ditch. And out in front, Pablo de Charmil with Fairalong just being pushed up a little bit more aggressively now to sit within a length and a half of the leader. Skewed over that slightly, however. Sancerre towards the outside, still being cajoled along with Hasty Prince and Royal Shakespeare, and Pablo de Charmil is trying to press on again and has got a 4-length advantage over Fairalong. And again, Sancerre was slow, and Sancerre is going to receive reminders. He's never really travelled with a great deal of fluency and has dropped off the back of the field as Pablo de Charmil leads Fairalong by about 6 lengths. Hasty Prince and Royal Shakespeare have now dropped Sancerre to the tune of 4 or 5 lengths as they take that next fence. Reaching for it in second was Fairalong. Pablo de Charmil continues on his merry way, on towards the open ditch number 8. Pablo de Charmil is over, 7 lengths clear from Fairalong, who again was just a little bit awkward and has been joined by Royal Shakespeare. Hasty Prince is ridden along, and then there's a gap of about 7 to 8 lengths back to Sancerre. So Pablo de Charmil is beginning to get away here. His 10 to 12 lengths is the gap. His jumping really put them to the sword down the back. Fairalong at this stage has just struggled to close the gap. It's about 10 lengths away. Hasty Prince comes next, then Royal Shakespeare and Sancerre, who's closing once again on that quartet. But turning for home, Pablo de Charmil's got a big lead. It's about 7 lengths from Fairalong in second, then Hasty Prince, Royal Shakespeare and Sancerre. All of the other 4 are being pushed along in pursuit of the leader. Can Pablo de Charmil last home? He's got 4 fences to take and about half a mile to travel. He still leads by about 5 to 6 lengths as they come towards the 4th last. Fairalong again is awkward, took that by the roots, and behind them there's a lack of fluent jumping, not enabling to get to Pablo de Charmil, who himself is a little bit slow, over 3 from home. Royal Shakespeare moves into second, then Fairalong, Hasty Prince and Sancerre down towards the second last. Pablo de Charmil jumps that well, is still 5 lengths clear. Royal Shakespeare and Hasty Prince head the pursuit for the first time. Pablo de Charmil comes under pressure, just begins to wander. Royal Shakespeare still, however, has 4 lengths to find. Pablo de Charmil looks for a stride at the last and finds it. Royal Shakespeare second, Fairalong battles on. Pablo de Charmil, he's running out of petrol, but he's also got enough in hand. 2 lengths is the gap back to Royal Shakespeare. An aggressive front-running ride will land Pablo de Charmil the William Hill Gold Cup. By 3 lengths from Royal Shakespeare, Fairalong's mistakes cost him in third. Then Hasty Prince and Sancerre never really went last of the 5.
By 3 lengths there in the end. Good ride from Tom Scudamore, who spoke to on Get On earlier on today, so the horse would be fit and ready to go. He certainly was, wasn't he? Second number 2, Royal Shakespeare at 8 to 1, 3 lengths the winning margin. All 5 ran. Fairalong disappointing favourite at 11 to 8.